Rahim. تركتنا صحبة خير في جميع. All students will report with their notebooks. Pretend like you're writing something. Then, as long as no one has to see it, we're okay. Here's your notebooks. You guys don't. You have to turn your Apple notebook. Asking a shelter. Asking Google Translate. Shelter. Alja. Asking a shelter. Then you say, تركتنا صحبة وخير في جميع. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. By asking a shelter. Everyone is in a situation in their life different from the other. Everyone. So this life is full of difficulties, small difficulties and big difficulties. May Allah keep away the big difficulties and make us patient with what's coming. We ask to come to Maulana Shaykh shelter, be under his heavenly umbrella, age, shelter. Zil, Zil. Sayyidina Musa was going to make dua. Quran says he withdrew to the shade. It means he went under a tree. What was that Zil? He had to go under the tree to make dua. Why he didn't go? He went under a shelter. And protect us. Asana Shani Kulu. Make all our matters to come to a good result. All of it. Us. Before some right, we're declaring it Eid today. There's got 4 of you and 2 of these. So I don't know. They're all protein anyway. They can tell you a lot. Later you'll get. I was looking at some books, Arabic, famous Arabic books, different ways to make dua, different ways to ask Allah this or for that. And the person who translated the book in their introduction put ways to use one's will to ask for something or to want something to happen. All of us want this or want that. We want a way to make our will to work. I want to a car, something, money, I want that. Everyone wants. I want health. I want wealth. It gave us willpower, limited willpower. The full willpower is Allah subhanahu. Sheikh Muhyiddin say, Kayun, Hayun Alim, Murid or Qadir. Allah's, He made human beings in the Sawar form of Adam. He made Adam in his form, Allah's form. And Sheikh Muhyiddin, Sheikh Abdul Haqq was asking, what does it mean that form? It means he dressed the substance for the creation of human beings with Allah's names and attributes. We are all of us a manifestation of his different an appearance of his different names and attributes. And he said they go back to the roots of those attributes. First, high, alive. Allah is alive, full alive. Real living is Allah, Hayyu Qayyum, alive forever. And he made us living beings to be alive. He didn't make application to be alive. Yeah. Hayyun Alim, alive and knowing. And he made each one of us to be alive, and we know we're alive. It's the default position. You set your computer for default, the original settings. Our original setting, what you can say about yourself. Oh, what are you doing? I'm alive and I'm here. I know I'm here. I know I'm alive. The famous French Descartes, I think, therefore I am. He made us to be, from his living, he made us living. And knowing, he gave us that. No. Then the next attribute in the hierarchy, and murid, willpower, asking to do. Asking to do. Murid is the one asking to do something, wants something. He made Allah wishes to do, one of his original attributes. His wishing to do is not like our wishing to do. Ours is just shadows, shadow of the original. Each one of us wishes to do from the time we're a small baby. The baby wants to do this, they can't even express it. They're crying and squirming. They want something. What do you want? We don't know. Even the cat, what do you want? They want something, and they made us to want to do. Then Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Qadr, has power to carry out his will. And he gave every human being power to. We want something, he gave us the power to get it. I'm hungry. Go plant crops, raise a farm, grow fruit trees, raise sheep, like that. Want to be president? Okay, go join a political party and lobby, and further you might be raised up to the. In other words, whatever you want to, he gave us. Go after. He gave us Semi to hear, and Basir, seeing, and Mutakallim, seeing, hearing, and speaking. Reinforce tools to reinforce power to do it. And then the list goes down. So many attributes. And believers, scholars, and only are asking what I'm going to do, how I'm going to use that power that Allah gave me, how I'm going to use that power to do. Ask, says Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, what I'm going to ask. How I should know what to ask. Allah is Mujibu Dawa. Ask. Sidna Aisha, radiallahu anha, said to the Prophet, if we know our dua is accepted, what should we ask for? If it's Laylatul Qadr, for instance, it said there's a moment in Laylatul Qadr, your dua is accepted. Every Friday has a moment of acceptance. So, a couple moment when dua is accepted. What do you ask? If you rub the lamp, you say, oh, what do you wish? Watermelon. But you're asking a watermelon. Think something big. A big watermelon. Don't be idiot. What you're going to ask? The Prophet says, ask after, well-being, every aspect of well-being in our life, our homes, our families, our children, to our works, to our studies, to our prayers, to everything, after well-being, to every aspect of our life. And he said, Afia, Afia comes after Af, after Af, after forgiveness. After forgiveness comes well-being. Afu Af, Salafa Afu Af, Bidini wa Dun Allah. And then after that, so many things, how to ask. And they wrote books and books and books, mind spinning ways to ask. All the Sufis wrote different kinds of dua. We recite some of them, Hizbul Nasr, Hizbul Bahar, Hizbul Bakaya, so many kinds of askings. And then they refined it more. When you're going to ask something, you have to know who you're asking and when you're asking. When is also important. When you're going to ask. When you're going to ask. When's the time for asking? Even with people, there's a time for asking and a time to stay back. Like Hashem used to say, beware of the Shaykh when he's in his Jalali. The Jaliyat, don't go don't go to Mullah Shaykh now and say something, then you'll get burned. Even with people. If somebody's in a bad mood, don't ask anything. Do something else. There's times. And they said for asking Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, there's times. It's known in Holy Quran, there's a time in the last third of the night after midnight, Allah said, I descend to the lowest heavens, and who's awake asking that I should grant them what they're asking? Who's asking forgiveness? Afu afiyat, I should give them. Who's asking my favors? Who's asking my love? Who's asking me? Time. He said that between Asr and Maghrib, and between Maghrib and Isha, there's time for asking. On Friday, there's a golden moment. No one knows when it is exactly. Grand Sheikh said nowadays mostly it's between Asr and Maghrib. In Ramadan, before breaking fast, half hour, 1 hour, 45 minutes, golden time. Time for meditation and asking. And then they made it more. Science got deeper as they looked into it. We live in a world that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala created it. It's not empty. Ignacio said to me one day, we were sitting outside in Cyprus. We used to eat outside patio. It was awning, morning, sun is rising, late morning. The sun was coming under the awning, and I was squirming, trying to get my chair under the shade. I said, the sun, where is it? I said, what? Busy eating and drinking. The sun, where is it? Created without a place? La Makan? Where is it? And you know the famous story. Everything has to have a place, a base. He took his coffee cup, put it on the table. Cup is on the table. That's its base. The table. What's its base? I'm lost already. It's on the ground. Mashallah, A student. No need for notebook. Table's on the ground. Mashallah. You came from America, advanced one. Right. The cup is on the Table. The table is on the ground. What's the base of the ground? What? Uh, Never learned in school? How many years of school you went to? Yeah, there was the clock. I looked at that clock and better off. Shows where he said this earth, this world, this dunya is between the horns of a bull. The horns of a bull. Huge bull. Saw a bull, cow, male cow, huge horns. Abdul Fattah brought one to the farm one time. They didn't get rid of it. They was walking around with 10-foot horns. Get that away is going to stay, impale some. You get out of your car and a huge bull comes walking up. He had it outside where he got it. How he got it to the farm also, I don't know. But he's Abdul Fattah. This world between the horns of a bull. Bull is teaching everything back and forth as he likes. Yeah, I like create everything. We have good days and bad days, easy days and tough days, happy days and sad days, successful days and unsuccessful days, gaining and losing, hot and cold, summer and winter, hot, dry and wet, every old and young, everything, life and death, everything going between. The earth is on that base. What's the base? What's that bull's base? It's tossing this world back and forth between opposites. How we can find stability. But everything's tossing back and forth. If you're on a small boat in the waves, you need a place to stand, shaking. Said that bull is standing on a rock, a rock. And he went back and repeated, the world is between the horns of a Thor, bull. Bull is standing on a rock. What about the rock? Where's its base? Everything has to have a base. Lost. The rock is on the back of a whale, a hoot, right? Kind of whale. Whale, what's his? Whale is in an ocean. The earth is between the horns of the bull. The bull is on a rock. The rock is on the back of a whale. The whale is in an ocean. What's the base for that ocean? Ocean. Oh. So we need a base to stand. I want to ask something or do something. Okay, first, where are you? You're asking. Where you are might determine what you're asking. If I'm sitting here, I might ask for something, a cup of coffee. If you throw me out of an airplane, I might have a different asking. If I fall out of a boat, I might have another asking. On dry land, an asking. In a hospital or a prison, another kind of asking. In the cemetery, another asking. Where are you? He said, Sheikh Mohideen, Allah bless him, threw some light on what Mulana was saying. That hijr, that rock, that the bull standing on, every wali has a hijr, a rock to stand on, to stabilize himself, to support himself or herself among the tossing and turning of events. Being thrown back and forth, we have a place to anchor ourselves. What's that rock? He said that hijr is piece, a phrase from Holy Quran, something, a word, a phrase, or a few, or even one word might be, might be something. Give the example. One time, Malana Sheikh Nazim had to give a speech in Los Angeles to a huge crowd. They could him arranged in a big amphitheater. Go up the stairs to where the speaker goes. He was climbing the stairs. Under his breath, he was reciting, Asrum in Allah. Asrum in Allah. Asrum in Allah. Passing the grave. Subhanahu Hayyul Subhanahu Hayyul. Glory to the one who lives. He was supporting himself in the situation he was in through a hijr, something Allah gave through Holy Quran. Something might be an ayat, you know that you're a calligrapher, and also might be something, only a few phrases, might be some. Usually they say ayat, the whole paragraph, and then Moses went to Pharaoh and said such. Might be one ayat, one word, something to support himself. And he advised when you're reading Holy Quran, try to read something from it every day. You might find something, a word or a few phrases, jumps out at you. Oh, they were feeling. Use it. It's for you. Use it. A hijr might be for you as support. You might need it. You might need it. Then Allah Shaykh Hashem say, who knows his limit, keeps his limit. Then we go into other things that awliya uncover. Where are we? On earth. Between the horns of Abu. Yeah. What's happening on that earth? The sun. Without a makan, where is it? We have neighbors. Yeah. Sun. We have the moon. We have stars. Jupiter today, shining down at us. What's that? The effect? No. Some they knew. Sometimes Mars, sometimes Saturn, sometimes Venus, sometimes Mercury, sometimes other ones. They invented that telescope, they found more. Going around, what's that? Telling the time. Astronomical clock tells galactic time. Whereas sun, every day, sun 24 hours, moon 29 days. The other planets, different times. And then star, different times. After thousands of years. We don't see those stars. Person grows up in Houston now, and you tell them the stars. There's one star. It comes every night. Jupiter, and the moon, and sun. 3. No, there's more. There's no more. What are you talking about? Go someplace where there's no, the atmosphere is different. We're seeing thousands. Then any night, if you go in the wilderness, you find wilderness, and look up, see things moving. Any night. That's it. Any night you look up, you'll see there's something going on. And awliya, that Allah gave them that gift, they were knowing when is the time to ask. When is, for instance, nighttime, go inside. Daytime, you're outside playing. But also, when the planets are in some way, or that's the time for asking, it's the time for not asking. When the moon is like this, ask. When it's like that, don't ask. How they? Who talk? Well, yours will cool shot. Some. Allah gives to whom He likes, whatever He likes. At least we have to know Allah made us from His attributes. High, alive, Hayyun, Alimun, knowing. Granted, Hayyun, fault, Murid, Waqad, wishing to do, power to do. Oh my. Some awliya, they say, I give it all that to you. I don't know I'm going to ask for something good or something bad. You gave me, I have so many desires to do this or that. I don't know which brings a good result or which brings a bad result. I might want something that's not good. Or I might do something that might harm people. You know. And they were some, I gave them with a sorrow to use that willpower. Jem has that title called Basara. Sayyid Abdul Qadir Jilani had that power. The awliya had that power, say, I leave it all to you. They didn't use different personalities. May Allah forgive us. I'm wandering around looking for a subject to speak about. Where are we? Where are we? We don't take time to sit and think, who am I? Where am I? In which presence am I? One says, you think no one sees them? We look like, what's the famous animal? Ostrich, bird. What's its famous thing? When danger comes, it puts its head in the hole. We see the huge ostrich outside the hole. If I cover my eyes, no one can see me. No, you can't see. You don't see. We don't see ourselves. It needs time. It needs time to it. I'm blaming myself also. I'm blaming myself. It needs time to be in His presence. At least to say, sit in the presence of your Shaykh. He knows 50 times minimum, or the minimum. 50 trillion without numbers. Sanwars, you are I. My ego is blocking any progress. Rest me in your holy presence. Dissolve my ego's, what you want to say, stubbornness into your holy presence. Get up. Get up. How we're going to get up? How we're going to get up? Easy. It needs a way to get up. Prophet is the first way. It's too high for us. We can't go into the governor's office, even or the mayor's office. What about Prophet? Even the district commissioner, you can't go in without an appointment. The sanitary commissioner, what about to go to the top? I'm going to give 5 minutes of my mind. You're going, let me in. Give an appointment. Ha! Take you. What happened? I don't know. That we didn't hear from him. Away. وابتغوا ربي عليه سبيلا وابتغوا إليه وسيلة. Sanwar Sen Maniok, Turkish. The Turkish is okay. Where's Turkish? You know, also Turkish. Sen var sen ben yok. Sen var sen ben yok. Yeah. Sen var sen ben yok. Chicago Turkish. Sen var sen ben yok. Chicago Turks leave out home. You are and nothing. You are and I am. You are, I am not. You see, first meditation, everything going to the default position. Default position. Before you can ask higher knowledges, you have to know who you are. You have to know where you are. You have to know what you are, whose presence you are, what's wanted, and what's not wanted, and what you're going to ask. You have to know. And Allah make us ask good, guide us, grant us. Ya ayyuhal amanu taqullah wa amanu rasulihi اثنين برحمته وجرهم نورا تمشون وجرهم نورا تمشون. Fear Allah and believe in Prophet will give you mercy, double portion of mercy and light by which we can walk. We need that light by which we can walk. We don't. We don't. We're like babies. We don't know anything. What we're going to ask. The guy finds Aladdin's lamp asking a watermelon. At least he asked a watermelon. I think I was throw it. Now Allah grant us good inspirations to ask goodness through these holy months, through the holy presence of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, shining on his awliya, or his different names, coming different kinds of light. Taha, seeing Tahir Mutahar, Izul Arab. That's the names of Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Rafi Rutab, Kashif al-Qurab, Kashif al-Qurab. We're hearing who will save us. Oh, asking and Bill, Kashif al-Qurab. Who will say? One who gave us a time of fear. Aspect coming to awliya, coming to people. Make us to know, make us to experience, to taste, to take the benefit of, to sail on that sea, sailing in those mercy seas and oceans, knowledge oceans, wisdom oceans, light oceans, endless oceans. What other names? Murtala, Mushtaba, Abdul Qasim, Sayyid Rahma, Bushra, Adirun, Rafi Rutam. Who's going to take us up? Who's going to raise us? We were raised up by Allah. We don't know the way. Babies that mean like a one-cell creature. Hayunanim. I am here. I am here. You know anything more than that? No. You want? Yeah, I want a lot of stuff. I think it's good. I don't know. You give a idiot a weapon or what's that? They used to have a neutron bomb. Take this and play with it. You know, Allah grant us goodness to know our limits and to use what Allah gave us to sail on the oceans. Goodness, mercy, light, and knowledge, Seek knowledge up to China. Prophet is China. Is the limit you can go. Take is China. Sail as much as you can go. Like that balloon. They said it went around the world 6 times. Will they cut that up with you? Fuck. I mean, we didn't do salawat. Bismillah, our munshids are here. We unplug this microphone.